heavenly things, not on the things above, not of God. Brothers and sisters, what do you think of during the day? I was told a story a long time ago I thought it was very funny, and maybe you'll think so too. It was Halloween, a guy got dressed up as the devil. He went to all extremes. He put on the tail, the horns, he put on red face paint, you know, had the pitchfork, ready to go. As he was going to his party, it started hailing, so he decided to duck underneath some cover. Went into a church. They were having a revival. The pastor saw the guy dressed as the devil and he poked out the back. The congregation looked to see what he was looking at. They went too. But there was an old guy, and his suspenders had caught behind the chair, and he kept trying to get up, but he just couldn't. He just couldn't get up. The guy was trying to relieve his fear. He said, "Man, don't worry, don't worry." The old man said, "Stop, devil. I've been coming to this church for 10 years, but I've been following you all my life." Who are you following? Now you might say, well, on Christmas and Easter, I'm following Jesus. And yes, I'm picking on folks, because sometimes they don't have the priorities right. And I know the world wants us to watch football. Yeah. And the world wants us to go sailing. Yes. And the world wants us to be our own God. Yeah, I got it. That's the world talking. Jesus' voice might not overcome it. You have to listen. You have to listen. And Jesus is calling you to salvation. And sometimes it's a still, small voice. Sometimes. Jesus calls all the people around him and says, "Hey, this is what you must do. You must take up your cross and follow me." Now, for most of you, that means I put on a cross. I put a cross in my pocket. But in Jesus' time, that's not what Jesus was talking about. He was talking about the worst death that you could imagine. Take up a cross. That's why it offended so many people. It was offensive. Oh my God, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want that in my life. And Jesus says, take up your cross and follow me. Now there's an author, his name is Koisuke Koyama. He wrote a book called No Handle on the Cross. He said most Christians today carry the cross like a briefcase. Easily picked up and easily put down. Carry it around. When it gets a little heavy, put it down. Don't want it, Greg. And go back and pick it up again, because the handle's easy. He said if Jesus had done that, it would have been easy to walk today. You know, simple. But when he took up the cross, brothers and sisters, he felt the weight. He felt the pain. He felt the wood digging into his shoulder. And he carried that burden for us. He carried that burden for us. Proclaiming that you might not be able to carry it, but I can. I will carry it. I've been in a lot of different situations, and certainly this one wasn't about death, rather it was about a celebration. It was a celebration of a person that was one of the greater Christians I've ever met in my life, a hero of my faith. It was at Charleston Air Force Base. He was the wing commander, and everywhere he went, he talked about pride, professionalism, and passion. His real message was Jesus, love, and hope. But people didn't see that. They heard pride, professionalism, and passion. He was in worship every Sunday. Every Sunday he could be there. One day he was about to get his star. He got his star, actually, and I was standing in line. Now, most of you know about chaplains and what we do. Usually there's one chaplain for one promotion. But I went to his promotion to see him get promoted. I wasn't there to pray. I was there to celebrate. And he was very verbose. He liked to talk a great deal. He liked to, have some fun. So he came through the line and he said, "Chaplain Shipman, John, how are you doing? It's so surprising to see that more than one chaplain at one event." That's fine. And I said to him, "Sir, you know what? I'll follow a righteous man anyway." And this man, this great man, it no longer was about a promotion. It was about Jesus. It wasn't about a star. It was about Jesus. And that he could proclaim the message of the gospel to more people now that he had gained in rank. Will you be a seminary? God only knows. But I proclaim to you, I pray that if you are there, you will stand and proclaim Jesus in all your decisions. Will you be the President of the United States? Who knows? Will you be a Sergeant Major? I don't know. But if you are, if God calls you into that position, please put Him first. And pray about the decisions you make with your troops. Some of you will be pastors and you don't even know. Some of you will be leaders that you never expected to be. Embrace it. And celebrate it. And place Jesus first. In this time, in this place, you can say, well, wait a second. It's a time to be afraid. It's time to, oh my gosh. It's time to, oh, what do I do? Rather, it is a time for prayer. It's a time to take up your cross. It's a time to be faithful. Today, my brothers and sisters, I want you to come and be faithful and take up your cross and follow Jesus. And all God's children say, Amen. We have some announcements today, and some are not up there. So please, bear with me. There's Bible study Tuesday. It's 05:45. I've yet to get there. I'm going to get there. 5. Maybe. Friends of Bill, if you don't know what that is, Alcoholics Anonymous. Please, if you are a person struggling with the effects of alcohol, come be a part of it. So, intercessory prayer is, I thought it was 18:30. 18:30, folks. Come on out, and then we have a Bible study following. To be a part of it. Come on out. Movie night at 1900. I don't know what the movie is this time. By the way, some people were lamenting that we were playing Frozen. People came, they sang, they laughed, they never left. I love that. Oh, it's a Disney film, no one will come. It was great. People came and ate the food, ate some popcorn, had some fun. It's a time of fun, folks. I encourage you to come out and not lament what's there, but rather come and be a part of it. It is a time of fellowship and celebration. Choir practice, Friday and Saturday, 18:30, but we have something else on Friday. Karen, tell us what we have on Friday.
So this coming Friday, we're going to be having a praise fest from 7 until 9, or longer if we continue, as he said, fellowshipping and having fun in the Lord. So what I'm encouraging you all to do is if you have a song that you'd love to hear, to praise and worship the Lord in, please write it down in the back, or if you want to sing a song or play an instrument, if you want to give a testimony, whatever you want to do, you want to pray. Whatever that is, maybe there's a favorite Bible verse you have and you want to just be able to share because it's touched you. I ask and encourage you to please just write it down back there, and if you don't want everybody to see who's writing it down, take a piece of paper and put it in the little box I have over there. Or email me. There's flyers, so you can pick that up. You can email me, and we'll get you on the schedule. And there's no schedule. That's just it. We're going to set one so that we have something to follow. But this is all about impromptu and just being open to worshiping our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So please come out and support us. Invite family, friends. Take some flyers with you to pass out. Family, friends, sorry. Friends and co-workers. We're going to raise your families up in prayer. They're going to be here with us, believe it or not. And the effects of prayer go all over the world. And so we are going to be rivers of flowing the Word of God out to all the nations and out to all the ends of the earth, as we are supposed to be doing in the name of Jesus Christ. So please come out and join us.
Fine. Men's Bible study, it's the same. Slide. Onward God.
Can I say something on that?
You certainly can.
So we've been having this Bible study since the 5th of February, and right now I'm the only one attending. The lady, the captain that was leading it, actually has been put in another position that she cannot attend over in Mopop. So I'm picking up for her. However, I just need to know if any of you ladies, if this is a bad time for you, or a bad day, or you really want to attend, but you need to have it at a different time. If you would, just either come and see me or email me, take a flyer and email me, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate it, because I really believe that this would be a fantastic time for those of us ladies to get together and fellowship and be in the Word. So.
Great. I concur. Good job. So, there is also another event on Saturdays that a young man who has been trained in meditation, he's having an opportunity to, if you know anything about Buddhism, it is a philosophy, it's not a religion. It is about meditation, it is about inner thinking, inner thought. So he has said he would provide this. I said I would provide him with some cushions, depending on the number of people who come. So if you're struggling and if you've never had any meditation, it's wonderful. Meditation can be wonderful. So that is on Saturday at 5 o'clock. I told Jeremy that I would announce it. So if you'd like to be involved, please meet with him here at 1700, not 5 in the morning, 1700. Okay. One other thing I'll put up here. In my lifetime, I've trained hundreds of people to juggle. Hundreds. And I'd like to make it thousands. So, if this is a skill that you ever wanted to learn, and you have 5 minutes, 5 minutes, I will teach you how to juggle. 5 minutes. The vision of juggling is it releases endorphins in your brain and makes you feel happy. It helps you learn faster and recall things quicker. It is a wonderful expression because people are awed by it. Wow, look at that. And most people are afraid of it because they say, oh my gosh, I could never do that. I've taught 80, 90-year-old women how to juggle. And I've taught people as young as 12. If you're interested, if you're not, you're going to have to. Just something to fill your day. Come on out, and I will teach you in 5 minutes. Now, brothers and sisters, oh come, all ye faithful. Faithful, take up your cross. Faithful, cling to Jesus. And let Him lead the way as you receive His benediction. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and all God's children said. Amen. There are donuts in the back. We provided them for you this evening. Please take one and celebrate your faith.